And it goes a little something like
Hello friends and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are doing May bullet journal setup. For this month the theme I choose is lemongrab. If you don't know who lemongrab is, he is a character from Adventure Time, one of my favorite shows ever. As his name shows, lemongrab is a lemon. He was created by bubblegum, but unfortunately he was a failed experiment. And because of that, lemongrab became weird, loud, and freaky and hates everybody, and so does everyone. And since he doesn't get along with anybody, Francis Bubblegum sent him into a lemon castle, but there he became so lonely. On this first page, I decided to draw lemongrab drowning in lemon juice and being so angry and freaking out and screaming. I also wrote his famous quote or his famous word, unacceptable, in the cup. I found it a bit hard to color this drawing because my brush pens were weird and they created too much texture, and my color pencil didn't actually want to work on these pages because the paper was too smooth. I also don't have a yellow brush pen, I noticed. I had a lot of orangey toned pens, so it kinda looks like an orange juice when it's actually a lemon juice. But since this is just a bullet journal and we are just doing this for fun, who really cares whether it's the right colors, the right shape, the right shading? Who cares, like, seriously? At the end, I went back in with my Faber-Castell brush pen, which is one of my favorite supplies, and contoured the colors. Despite the fact that lemongrab is weird and loud and hates everybody and likes to control everyone, I still feel for him. Like, I still feel bad for him because that's the way he was created. He was like that since day one. He didn't create himself. He is gonna create so much trouble and he's going to go through a lot, but at the end all of that will help him find himself, find a better version of himself. And in relation to lemongrab's personality, I wrote this quote that says, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves," by Carl Jung. And I think it really relates to lemongrab personality because he's always irritated by others and always screams and says it's unacceptable. So here is the final look of my quote page. Moving on to the next page, which is my cover page, and for this month I decided to do a watercolor painting. A bit more complex than the last month's painting, but more fun. So for this painting I decided to draw lemongrab sitting inside his castle and just being angry for no reason. The weather is great and everything is so perfect, but he just can't help himself. Maybe he feels lonely. So I tried to make this painting as loose as I possibly can, by leaving some white bits here and there, or by making the painting uneven and just leaving the water to move in whichever direction it wants to move in. I personally don't know what I'm doing. I'm not professional. But if you saw like professional artist sketches or sketchbooks, you see those paintings where they leave bits of white or uneven painting and they look so perfect, and I know for sure that those people know what they're doing, and I'm the complete opposite. But I think I can hack it and try to make it look professional when it's not. To give you a better understanding of this painting, starting from the top, we have a monthly calendar which says May because it's May, and just next to that we have the window, and we can see the sky and some lemon trees at the distance, and also a branch crossing the window. Next to the window and below the calendar, we have a house plant, which is a small mini lemon tree, and we have lemongrab sitting on a chair, crossing his hands, crossing his legs, and being angry while looking at a lemon basket on top of the table. I also want to address the brush that I'm using, which is a watercolor brush by Faber-Castell. It's an amazing brush. Even though it's thick, it allows me to do like small strokes and big strokes. It's so flexible and I love it so much. And for the watercolors that I'm using, I'm actually going to post a video reviewing them very soon. I actually filmed it, I just haven't posted it yet. So if you want to see it, make sure to check it out. And I'm sorry that the angle which I'm filming on is actually weird because my hand shadow covers most of the painting, so this is a good note for me to make sure that the source of light is not blocked by my hand. I also wanted to create a light effect coming up from the window and hitting lemongrab, but I couldn't do that. All I did was add some shadows with purple on the bottom of the table or the chair. Finally, I went back with my color pencil to just define some details, but I didn't do too much details because I didn't want to lose the loose effect of the painting. And here I'm just sticking my painting to its place on my bullet journal. And here is a final look of the two pages. Moving on to the next page, which is my monthly calendar page. As you heard me say, I don't have a brush pen that is yellow. Most of them are orange tones, but even that, I still liked how it looks. I wrote May on top using a orange gradation, and next to that I drew 2 lemons on each side. They look like peaches due to the color, but believe me, they are lemons. And for the monthly calendar, I went for this minimalistic shape, which you don't have to divide the boxes actually. And of course, I always have my weekly goals section next to my monthly calendar. And on the bottom, I made this small frame where I have to write my monthly focus. I'm the type of people that likes to say that he will do a lot of things and at the end he does nothing because he just can't focus on one thing and different things keep pushing him in different directions. That's exactly me. So hopefully this month I will focus just on one thing, which will be probably just studying. And on this corner here we have a philosopher, lemongrab, saying failure is acceptable. He is old and wise, and whatever he says must be true. So here is a final look of this spread, and I'm very pleased with how it looks, the colors, the shapes. I love it. I'm proud. And if you haven't noticed yet, I actually made a Dutch door, and on the back of the Dutch door I'm going to stick this graded paper to create my habit tracker. Since my papers are completely blank and it's so hard to create all those grids, it's better to just stick a graded paper from an old notebook. And the Dutch door is also a way for me to hide the grid because I don't think it's that pleasing to the eyes. I personally struggle with filling in my habit tracker. I'm okay with crossing things from my to-do list, but it's hard to go back to the habit tracker and fill it every single day. But anyways, I'm going to try because sometimes it's really a shame when you do something and you don't do cross it. And the next page is actually a task list kind of page. It's where I write my most to-do list or big things to do throughout the month. I also have created in this one a study log because one of my goals for this month is actually to study every single day. I don't care about studying too much, just be on top of your things, like just do quick reviews every single day is better than cramming. I also have a section for school to-do list and personal to-do list. On the bottom, I added a small lemon sweet drawing. Lemon Sweet is a doll that Lemongrab 1 and Lemongrab 2 were playing with and they broke it, which led Lemongrab 1 to actually eat his brother Lemongrab 2. This is actually my last spread before I move on to my weeklies, and I think it's simple and beautiful at the same time, and I'm very pleased with how it looks. I also had a lot of fun creating it, especially Lemongrab character. I love him so much. If you liked this video, make sure to like and to subscribe, and also if you watch Adventure Time, tell me in the comments which is your favorite character. Thank you for watching.